Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cal and JC podcast. Today is episode 13, and this episode is proudly sponsored by Future Club Radio.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Like Cal mentioned, this is episode 13, and we're super excited to be back. We've got loads to tell you guys, and we are seeing everything evolve and become what we wanted to become. So, we firstly just want to thank you all for your love, your support, and being on this journey with us. And, just for the good wishes, the prayers, and also, all the love that we've been getting this far from everybody on social media.
And this week was met with one of our milestones where we actually went live for our first show for 2025 on Future Club Radio. We were super fired up, focused, and so excited. And thank you so much, guys, for all the love, praise, and support. And I think after the show, we got an influx of well wishes and support from all of the Future Club Radio team.
Yeah.
And so many other people. It was very overwhelming. Thank you. I think I found my radio voice because apparently I have a radio voice. I think I have a podcast voice too. Maybe I have different voices right now. But thank you. Just thank you so much. And what is so lovely for me is to see that no matter where I go or where JC go, we actually have loyal fans, and I should say supporters or friends that will actually support us in our journey and follow and hop along with us. So thank you for your kindness and thank you for being patient with us.
Yeah. So just to touch on the Future Club Radio thing, I think firstly because the radio voice is because of the engineer.
Oh yes, so I am the host, and JC is my presenter and the engineer. So I want to say kudos to you, JC, because it's not easy to engineer a show and to be a co-host or presenter.
Look, at the same time too, it was very nerve-wracking. I do know that it has been a long time coming. Ever since, we wanted to start this thing, it was all the technical things. But with the support of the Future Club Radio owners and, their technicians also, I think they helped us more to ace it, And just a shout out to you guys. Hence, this episode is sponsored by Future Club Radio. And we just want to say thank you to you guys again.
Yes, like I said, like a huge shout out to Mark the Guru and to DJ Christo and the big boss himself. His name is Faisal. Thank you very much. I think it was months in the making, and as you know, we are Mac users, so it was a bit difficult for me to set this up, or just to have like a setup which is versatile and mobile, which means we can broadcast from anywhere in the world. So that is what I appreciate, just to be accommodating to our circumstances too.
So with everything that has transpired over the weekend, we had the Cape Met that went down.
Yeah, formerly known as the J&B Met. As you know, they went through a rebrand.
And the nice thing about the Cape Met now is that, back in the days, like we mentioned, on the radio show, it's so amazing to see that a lot of people is coming out of their shells, Now that this whole transition has taken place about the Cape Met from the JMB Met, you literally have an opportunity to go and be a celebrity for a day. But with that being said, because we are on our podcast now and, we can say what we want to, social media is just wild, with comments with regards to dresses and the way people, pitched up and stuff. I do hope, though, that it was a successful event and people looked amazing though. Just so by the way.
I enjoyed the fashion show. Gavin had amazing models. They were all briefed before, and they all took to the runway in like yellow, which is my favorite color, even though I'm always in black or pink. But the models wore yellow and like royal blue, and it was absolutely amazing. All of the fashion that came out of there. So wore like this white blazer, pinstripe blazer, with a little flower. It's those little delicate and the small touches that definitely makes your outfit. But I think what I liked is everyone's outfit screamed uniqueness and authenticity, to themselves. And it was just an expression of their personality. And I think at the end of the day, everyone had fun responsibly. I mean, that is always key.
Yeah. Also, the main event I think of the Cape Met was the after party. I've been seeing a lot of posts about the after party and how it was. It looks like it was fun, but at the same time too, Cape Met is now one of Cape Town's or South Africa's top events. Being in the transition from the JNB Met to the Cape Met as well. So if you were at the Cape Met / JNB Met, I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you guys don't have any sunburn today.
Because yesterday it was absolutely a scorcher of a day, and I just hope you wore your sunblock and you're not feeling like a little chameleon today.
Yeah. In other news, on social media, there is this Japanese runner / walker that has taken, up the challenge walking out of Kenya to Cape Town. So he's been all around Cape Town. He's been out in Muizenberg. He's been on the waterfront. He's been in Cape Town CBD. He's been literally walking with this little carriage. And the support that Suzuki has been getting has been outstanding. People stopping on the road, giving him water. Because, it's dry and it's in the heart of summer.
Yeah, and I love how South Africans just come, together and they support tourists. And, obviously he's been all over TikTok, so everyone knows who he is, and he's approachable, he looks friendly, and they're giving him energy, power aids.
Yeah.
They're giving him chips. I think the one was like Doritos, and like Doritos again.
What was it? I think one of the hotels in Cape Town also put him up for 2 days.
Yeah, just the Pepper Club.
Yeah, the Pepper Club. And, that was just like a resting period for him. And he's on the road again. However, there is also another South African wheelbarrow runner. It's called Run Boykie Run. That is his handle, and surprisingly, as a South African, to see South Africans, not giving our own people that support is a bit heartbreaking, I get it. And, I'm not taking away anything from the fact that there's people out there with great hearts and that supports whoever, You're entitled to support whoever, in whichever way you want to. But if you go onto the individual, he runs with a wheelbarrow, but he does like 90 Ks, etc. And if you go into Run Boykie Run, search that in your TikTok, and you go into the comment section of this video that he made particularly, it's heartbreaking to think that South Africans can be putting another South African down like that.
Absolutely. You'd think because it's local, that he'd be getting even more support, even better support.
Yeah.
So show some love.
Yeah, people are saying you're watching too much Suzuki videos. And, it's just sad to see that our own people will go the extra mile for somebody from over the waters. But when it comes to our own people and guys, look, at the end of the day, do better.
We also we all have dreams.
Yeah.
So let's just be supportive of each other instead of critical.
Yeah, do better. And, it's not really nice to see our own people, literally going and making this person feel less of a person. and telling him that he's copying Suzuki now and stuff. As South Africans, we're not just supposed to be supporting other people from other countries like the Chris Browns, the Rick Rosses, the Suzukis. Charity starts at home. And I mean, look at the same time, how do we get to be such great South Africans to other people, but to our own people? The light isn't, flickering for me there. So guys, just do better, be kind and, give support and recognition where recognition is due. Then also in another big story in South Africa, celebrity Mrs. Mbele's son is caught up in a essay case, which is taking social media by storm. A young boy, and you can see that he's a decent young man, has been called up into court and charges has been laid against him for essaying a girl, etc. I read a little article where they were chilling at the bar closed, he said he needs to go home to charge his phone, and that's where everything started. But apparently it isn't the first time that this has happened or the allegations have been made against him. His mom's words, being the big celebrity that she is he has to stand his ground. He's a grown man. And I mean, look, if you're going to do the time, do the crime. It's not a nice thing, for...
No, if you're going to do the crime, do the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Vice versa. But, it's not a nice thing also seeing that celebrities, and again, this is also one of those points where you need to acknowledge that people do have personal lives. You get what I'm saying? And it's not a nice thing that the family should be going through. And, the reputation of the mom, she's worked so hard and she's an amazing person, and it would have been something different if it was somebody taking on TikTok or, on X or something. But I mean, it's her own son. So yeah, that was one of the big trending stories that was, or that is currently happening on social media.
So we touched on January being so long, it has like 74 days.
Feels like it was October.
Yeah, and like next week is still like a whole week to go, but okay. I think next week Saturday will be the 1st of Feb and we enter the month of love. So I'm quite excited because
you're just excited for anything that comes up. All the holidays in South Africa, if Cal could throw a party for every holiday, she would literally throw a party for every holiday. But yeah.
I love doing events, planning, guys. If you have an event coming up, look me up and I'll hook you up.
With that being said, also myself and Cal started a little social media management company where we assist small businesses and we take over their social media. Now, being a small business owner as well, I know the challenges that small businesses go through. We know the challenges that you encounter on a daily, especially having a digital footprint in or on social media. So that's where we come in. You get to focus on your brand. We get to focus on your social media and give you the brand advocacy and digital footprint that you deserve. So you were saying about Valentine's Day?
So I want to know and maybe comment. Do you think that if you are in a relationship or marriage, that your partner should ask you, will you be my Valentine? Because JC got a very interesting voice note from one of his friends and he's like, yo, dude, I popped the question. And we were both like, what question?
At that point, I was very confused and I'm not going to mention the person's name because when I met the individual, I knew that there was a woman in his life. So when somebody says, pop the question, I'm like, yo, okay, weren't you married? Aren't you married? Are you getting married? It was very confusing. I have the voice note here. I can play you guys the voice note if you want me to, where he mentions about the popping the question. So here we go.
I finally popped the question. Was I asked her to be my Valentine?
That is the question that was asked. Would you be my Valentine? And when I was like, oh, will you be my Valentine? I was like,
He definitely raised the bar. He set that bar very high. So I'm expecting someone to ask me as well, will you be my Valentine?
Yeah.
Definitely.
But Valentine's Day is every day for you, Carl.
Absolutely.
You get waited, you get breakfast, you get lunch, you get supper. Every day, check here. I am ticking the boxes for every expectation where an expectation is an expectation where Cal is concerned. So if somebody's gonna come and say that, they did this or they did that, I probably did it already, or I probably did it better.
Yes.
So don't come now and he's raising the bar and whatever.
Yes.
I get it.
But it's Valentine's Day. Every woman, even if they are celebrated and they're waited on and they feel special every single day by their loved ones.
Okay, so what about the men? Aren't the men also supposed to feel special?
We'll talk about like Men's Day some other day. But let's just side sweep that for now. But of course, every woman, like I said, even though you celebrate it every day, that is just a day that's put aside. Yes, you can say it's commercialized, the shops are making money, but at least make the effort, at least make it special. Do something different that you don't do for your partner.
Yeah.
If you cook for her every day, maybe take her out to dinner. If you take her out to dinner, maybe make a home cooked meal.
So you're saying I must take you out to dinner when I can have dinner made for you here?
That's different because my preferences. Like he makes this like stellar 5-course, 6, 7-course meal.
Yeah.
And we'd go out and like I don't want anything.
Thank you. I'll just pat myself on the back.
I do. I mean, I know I'm not a foodie snob. Although he's turning me into a foodie snob, which is a very, very bad thing. If you wanna get hooked up, hook yourself up with a chef.
I think you're setting the bar very high for the ladies now, eh?
But absolutely. So when I do go out, like I don't feel like having anything on the menu because I have it at home, and it's absolutely amazing. So
I probably do it better than some of the restaurants. We just get the ingredients and then I cook. Because to go into a fine dining establishment, guys, let's be realistic. It is expensive. We're not saying don't go to fine dining establishments. If you want to spoil your partner, do that. But the advantage that she has is that she's got a master sushi chef and somebody that's worked in fine dining that can literally cook all the courses for her at home. So she takes full advantage of that as well. But again, I really think that you should paraphrase that whole section where you're mentioning about the men, because so is Valentine's Day now just for women? Is it not for men?
No, it's for both. Like I said, if you're going to pop the question, male or female, I just want to know, like, do you actually also just take for granted, hey, you're my Valentine? But there is an expectation. Let's get real. There is an expectation from women that a male is going to make it absolutely special.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is very special. A lot of people fall in love, get engaged. There's so much things that happens on Valentine's Day. Being in the industry, I also know that a lot of businesses have their little wine, set up their sushi or whatever it is that they do. So Valentine's Day is very special. So if you're going to make it special for your partner, go the extra mile. It doesn't happen every day.
Yeah. And I grew up in a household where, Christmas and Valentine's Day and Easter, it was always made special by my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
So I know like last year as well, my mom would bake absolutely delectable cupcakes, chocolate cupcakes, my absolute favorite. I'm a cake snob.
Yeah.
Let's just put it out.
Just to let you know. If you wanna steal Cal's heart, get a piece of chocolate cake.
But it has to be good because I'm a good baker.
Yeah.
So my mom bakes relatively very, very well. And, she would put her heart and soul into it. And every Valentine's Day, she would make it extra special for her kids, And then my dad, he dropped it off last year, and was packaged so lovely. It's not just about your partner. It's about your family. It's about your goldfish, about your dog, just show the earth love too.
Yeah.
It's just that one day that you can actually reflect and count your blessings and just be grateful and thankful.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, also, seeing that we are here now on our platform with the Cal and JC podcast. We also are going live every Saturday from 12 to 2 on Future Club Radio. So we would be live streaming on TikTok, on Cal's account, and on my account now. When it gets closer to Saturday, we'll be making some marketing posts with regards to the show that we'll have. There is a link that you can copy in the description of the post that we're going to make. Put it into Google, enter it, and go onto Future Club Radio's little application, the broadcasting application, press play, and tune in, watch us on TikTok, and also listen to us on the broadcasting show. Other than that, you can go into the Play Store, download Zeno, right, and search Future Club Radio. That is one of the apps that would get you to listen to the broadcast as well. Not just ourselves, but other DJs as well. It's the biggest club radio, and there's a lot of good DJs, over 33 DJs on there that gets mixing every day of the week as well. So every day is like a club day too.
Yeah, and we have some DJs, recent DJs from Good Up FM as well. So that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love that there's female DJs. So
woman empowering as well.
absolutely.
I think we in our journey as a couple on social media, I think it is rapidly growing. People are not just following us, but people are supporting us. So we want to make you guys a part of our journey as a couple, because there's a lot of things happening in our lives, and because of the era that we live in, we're trying to incorporate, like with the podcast now, the radio show as well. Being content creators too, we want to incorporate hypothetically our lives and our actions on social media. So we just want to say thank you to each and everybody for supporting us. Our YouTube channel is Chillout with Cal and JC. We need to grow that little platform on YouTube as well. It is free to subscribe. I'll leave the username in the video as well, where you guys can just copy that or, search it in YouTube and just go subscribe and show your love. We appreciate you guys supporting us with all the love, all the prayers and stuff. And it would mean a great deal to us for you guys to be a part of our journey.
Yeah, and I'm also adding all of our radio segments to my podcast on Spotify. So you can look me up on Calendiva. And yeah, like JC said, follow our journey and welcome.
Yeah. So look, guys, with everything being said, I think we're coming to a close of episode 13.
Wow, guys, that was so quick.
It is episode 13, and we have grown from where we started to where we are now. And guys, really, really from the bottom of our hearts, we just want to say thanks for all the love, all the support. We wouldn't have been doing this stuff if it wasn't for people motivating us.
And asking us, when is the next podcast? When are you going back on radio?
Yeah,
So thank you, and asking us for the links. So big ups to all of you.
So part and half of everything that you see us doing together is because of you people on social media, telling us and supporting us and praying us and motivating us. And for us as a couple, this is very inspiring because it helps us also inspire other couples and put more love and change lives out there as well. So we just want to say thank you. But with this being said, this is the end of episode 13.
Yeah, so don't forget on Tuesday to tune in to Future Club Radio.
Tuesday.
Hold on. I'm just creating another slot for myself. Just hold on. Let me just do it again. Take 2. Okay, well, how do you go? Take 2. I don't know. Anyway, so on Saturday, don't forget every Saturday from 12 to 2 to join the Chillout Zone with Cal and JC on Future Club Radio from 12 to 2 for your entertainment show for local and international. And we will always feature a resident DJ at 1 o'clock. So don't forget, set your alarms for 12 o'clock on Saturday.
Stay blessed.
Stay kind.
Peace.